Viewers, you must have only read in books or heard from elders that if a person has courage, he can split mountains and make rivers flow through them. But today, this saying is no longer just a phrase. It has become reality. And the one who has demonstrated this is none other than Burkina Faso's president, Ibrahim Traoré. Yes, the same Burkina Faso where once the soil was dry, the lands were barren, and people longed for even a sip of water. Today, on that very desert land, preparations are underway to create an artificial river that will not only irrigate fields, but also change the destiny of the entire nation. Ibrahim Traoré has launched a project so massive that even the wealthy Gulf states would say, this is beyond our dreams. And in this video, we'll discuss this very project. So we request you to watch till the end. Viewers, the true progress of any nation does not come from skyscrapers, roads, or weapons. Real strength lies in the flowing of water, the growth of crops, and the satisfaction on the face of a farmer. But for Burkina Faso, all of this was nothing more than a dream. Being a landlocked country, Burkina Faso has no sea access. From north to south and east to west, it is surrounded only by dry lands. 70% of the country is either desert or rocky mountains where transporting water is nearly impossible. For years, farmers looked to the sky, praying for rain. And even that came rarely. No rivers, no streams, just droughts that dried crops, killed livestock, and left people hungry. These conditions not only paralyzed the economy, but also broke people's spirits. After all, when there's no water, there can be no farming, and without farming, no survival. This challenge compelled Ibrahim Traoré to attempt something no one had ever imagined before. He realized that if they could solve the water problem, every other issue would resolve itself. That's when he decided, we won't wait for water anymore. We'll bring the water to our land ourselves. He gathered the nation's engineers, agricultural experts, water scientists, and experienced farmers in a secret meeting and presented his vision, a man-made canal through the desert. On the table was a blueprint with a long blue line across it. This was the Burkina Canal, a project destined to change the history of the nation. According to the plan, the natural springs and underground water reserves in northern Burkina Faso's mountains will be collected into a massive artificial lake. This lake will then continuously supply water to the canal through solar-powered pumps. The canal will be 276 kilometers long and 600 feet wide, large enough that multiple trucks, pipelines, and farming equipment can move alongside it. Every 5 kilometers, branch canals will divert water to nearby villages, fields, and barren lands. Traoré divided the project into 3 phases. Phase 1. Digging the first 100 kilometers using 4,500 workers and 900 machines, most of them old bulldozers and excavators, restored back into use. Phase 2. Completing the remaining 176 kilometers and expanding branch canals to reach remote areas. Phase 3. Establishing agricultural centers along the canal, seed distribution units, and mobile training schools to teach modern farming techniques. The entire project is based on self-reliance. No foreign aid, no international loans, and no contracts with Western companies. The estimated cost is $500 million to be funded through Burkina Faso's natural resources, gold mines, national savings, and public donations. The government has launched a campaign urging citizens to contribute. Donate just the price of 1 seed. We will turn our land into gold. Alongside the canal, trees will be planted to prevent soil erosion and improve the environment. Grazing pastures will be created for goats, cows, and camels, making them part of this green revolution. Roads will also be built so farmers can easily transport crops to markets. It is estimated that 500,000 acres of land will be irrigated, and within 5 years, agricultural production will increase by more than 60%. Exports will double, bringing huge foreign exchange, and Burkina Faso will rise into the ranks of the world's agricultural nations. But this is not just a project, it's a spiritual movement. Traoré personally visits the site every week, eats lunch with workers, and pauses construction when the call to prayer is heard, as laborers pray on the soil that is being reborn. This is the story of a leader born in a land of scorching heat, poverty, and oppression. A child who once gave half his food to his mother now spends millions feeding his nation. A boy who once dug soil to find water now leads a project to irrigate millions of acres. He is not just a revolutionary soldier. He is a ruler writing history. His projects are not just canals, but visions. Not just roads, but pathways to prosperity. As they say, a true leader is one who dares to light a candle in the darkness. And today, Ibrahim Traoré is that candle, shining not only in Burkina Faso but across Africa. He says, "No one will save us. We must save ourselves." And that's exactly what he is doing. So viewers, if you think leaders like Ibrahim Traoré exist only in books, it's time to share this video and show the world that Africa has awakened. If we want such leadership in our countries, leaders who bring real change, not just promises, then raise your voice for this dream. Share this video, comment your thoughts, and demand a leader who loves his soil and lives for his people.